Connie here. I wanted to come on here to share a little bit more about what's been going on in the preschool and the childcare industry and what's happening as an effect in these industries with what's happening in the world right now.
Hi, I'm Connie Wolshansky, mama of 4 and creator of the School of Excellence system. And I'm on a mission to help early childhood leaders build and sustain schools of excellence. So if you want to create a collaborative culture, build efficient systems in your school, and design an environment that can grow your team, then you're in the right place. In the last 15 years that I've been working in the early childhood field, I've become deeply passionate of helping leaders with their mindset, their skills, the tools, and the strategies to build their schools. So each week, I'll share strategies, advice, coaching, and inspiring interviews. I know that you want to create a ripple effect in your school and your life. So let's do this together.
And so there have been many school leaders that have been forced to unfortunately close their doors due to what's happening right now. And a lot of schools are still open. And whatever it is, whether your school is open or not, our responsibility has always been the children and will always be. How we do it during this time is going to be very different. And so I want to just draw out the quick diagram of the School of Excellence ripple effect, because when we understand what the ripple effect is about, it will help us be strategic and helpful and truly supportive to our families during this time. So the School of Excellence ripple effect is all about the 3 circles of the ripple effect. And at the center of the ripple effect is the school leader. Outside of the school leader are the teachers and the staff, whoever's on your staff. And the final layer are the parents. And in the outer layer are the children and your community. And so in order for you to have an impact on the children in your community, the first person that you have to take care of is yourself. Because your actions, your mindset, your routine, the way that you choose to show up directly impacts the teachers, the parents, and the kids. Now, what's happening right now, for those of you that are watching other parts of the news, is child abuse and domestic abuse and violence is on the rise by over 60% in abuse for children, and domestic violence and abuse by over 80%. Parents are hurting hard. Kids, your school may have been the safest place for that child. And it's not because these parents are not good people. Nobody, and I repeat that, nobody was trained for this moment. There is no parent that has received any kind of training for how to work from home, be a wife, be a parent, be a cleaning lady, be a teacher. All 5 things. Oh, and by the way, do that all simultaneously in your house that's like 1,000 square feet while you're being bombarded by the media, while you're trying to manage your health, while you're trying to keep your sanity, and also respond to emails, and also, oh my gosh, someone just lost their job. Like, we're asking the parents to do the insane, the impossible. When right now, a lot of parents need a text message that reminds them, did you take a shower today? Did you eat? Did your kids eat? The reason I'm saying this is because our responsibility as leaders is not only to the teachers right after us. Yes, we're all making super hard decisions about layoffs, furlough, unemployment. Many of you are applying for SBA loans. You're trying to figure out how you're going to pay your mortgage and your utility bills. I get it. Those are the things that are right there. You need to take care of those things immediately. And then you cannot forget your responsibility are the children. And if our responsibility is the kids, and the main person that is having direct contact with the children are the parents, well, how are we equipping this group of people to train these, to protect our kids? So typically when school is open and school is in session, the director is taking care of pouring into herself and training her staff so they can be there for the children and for the families, right? So they're providing professional development and training and all of that. It's a different model now, but the promise is the same. take care of the kids, protect the kids. And so the way that we have to look at that is from a different angle. Parents, many of them, have no idea how to invite their children to the breakfast table without yelling at them. Many parents are clueless as to how to have a conversation with their spouse in disagreement without losing their shit in front of their kids. All of us are struggling in a different capacity. We're all weathering this storm together. But if you're a leader and you're a school leader, you have the responsibility to the children. And we need to give parents those tools. So what we're doing in Schools of Excellence, and what we're helping our members with, our directors in our circle and our owners only clients, is we are giving them resources that are in the form of little micro trainings to give to parents. Here's how to set a morning routine with your child. Here's how to have a conversation with your partner, even if you guys are polar opposites. Here's how to set limits with yourself. Here's how to create boundaries. Here's how to be aware of when you need a break. Here's how to request a break from your partner. Here's how to tell your older children that you need a moment. Here's how to do self-care. Here's literally giving them micro trainings for them to give to the families. We're also giving all of our school leaders email templates so that they can email parents resources. The emails that you need to be sending to parents aren't only about how you're still collecting tuition or you're not collecting tuition or whatever else is going on. The emails and communication with parents also need to be about, hey, how are you doing? Really doing, mentally. How are you doing? Have you spoken to someone? Are you in social isolation? What's happening right now for you? And then the other thing that we're doing is preparing social prompts for social media. Parents are glued to their phones. They're on email, they're on social media, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Let's create a conversation. So we're also giving them social prompts with images. Here's how to start conversations with your families. We need to give parents permission that it's okay for them not to be okay. It's okay for them to have a sink full of dishes. It's okay if their child is still wearing pajamas a little bit later in the day. It's okay. It's okay. Because what they're seeing right now for many people, their feed is all full of hey, we did bubbles with our kids today. Hey, we did this. Know your parent demographic, okay? I live in New York. We are stuck inside in 1,600 square feet. That's what we got. That's what we got. We got no backyard. We don't have grass. My kids cannot ride their bikes. And so we have to realize where people are in this part of the story. And the reason that is because the resources that you give families need to correlate with where your families are right now, okay? If you live in a sunny place and all of your parents have backyards and swimming pools and all kinds of stuff like that, they're in a very different position than people who are living on the 10th floor in an apartment building in New York City and can't even get into the elevator. Right? Know your demographic, really know your families. That's how you need to be making decisions from data. Not what the other school leader's doing. Data. What is your family? Who's your demographic? Is majority of your family single parents, right? Who is your demographic? Because that's going to help you make these decisions. Now, I want to wrap up here. Here's what I want to let you guys know. One is we have a free 30-day resources where we're sending out done-for-you emails. The other thing that we're doing for our members is we're preparing micro training, social media posts, emails, and other resources for 4 weeks to help families work through the mental challenges of this time, both with themselves, with their kids, and with their relationships with their partners. If you want more information on that, leave a comment here and tag me and let me know that you want more of those resources so I can follow up with you, because this is a critical time to step up as the leader in what your role as the leader is. And taking care of the kids is 1,000,000% part of your responsibility right now. Whether you're open or whether you're closed, doesn't matter. When you rebuild and when you open, you are going to reach out to those families again. You have a responsibility to take care of them. They are part, we made a promise to these families. We made a promise that we will be there and we will take care of them and we will be part of their journey. We need to continue to fulfill on that promise, even though our doors are physically closed, because there are other ways to fulfill on that promise. And it doesn't have to cost, you don't have to have your doors open to be able to take care of them. Calling someone up and saying, hi, it's 11 o'clock. Have you eaten breakfast yet? Did you have coffee? Did you take a shower this morning? Hey, I just want to check in with you. I know that all your kids are at home. How are you and your husband doing? Have you taken time for yourself in the last week and a half? Just time, just you and your husband, sit down, have a cup of tea, whatever you want, ice cream, doesn't matter, there's no judgment. But just spend time with you as a couple. Just you two, when the kids are sleeping, or before the kids wake up, or whatever it is. We gotta make sure we're still pouring into the critical buckets, because we don't know how much longer this time is gonna be. But we do have to make sure that we're resilient and we're strong and we're taking care of ourselves. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Many of you know that I was sick last week, and I'm just starting to really feel better. Like in the last couple days, probably the last 48, 72 hours has really been so much better. But last week, when all the schools got closed, was Sunday was the announcements. That's when I got sick, and I was in bed for a week and a half. I couldn't do anything, and it killed me that I couldn't do anything for the community and for our members. But I knew one thing. I have to take care of myself if I want to step up and be here for everybody else. Please take the time to sit down and ask yourself, am I taking care of the parents? And taking care of them doesn't mean sending home a million things for them to do with their kids for school. It's stressful. It's very, very stressful for parents to also have to be teachers. So yes, we're providing a resource, but it's also a stress. Remember that. There are other ways to provide support. How are you? Here's a training. Here's how to talk to your kids at breakfast. Here's a dinner table starter. Here's how to ask your child to get out of pajamas. Here's how to get them into the bath, right? What we need to remember as leaders, we have a tremendous amount of muscle memory of positive language and wording with our children because we were trained for that. So I can have the shittiest day, but I still will be conscious of the words that are coming out of my mouth to my kids because I've had over 2 decades of training of how to talk to children. Parents don't have that training. And so their default is going to be whatever their default is. And usually the default ain't pretty. And so we gotta give our parents better tools. So let me know in the comments whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay. Let me know if you want more tools on this, you want more information. Understand the statistics, okay? Parents are cooped up at home. This is hard, but we have a way to help our parents make this easier, right? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little easier, a little more doable, a little more breathable during this time. So wishing everyone the best, a lot of health, a lot of courage, ease in communication with our children, with our partners, with all the people that mean a lot to us. Let us know if you want the resources in the comments. We're here to support you all. We want you guys to step up and be the leaders that we know you can be and ride this wave. We're all stronger than we think we are. All right. Love you all. Thank you.
If you like this video, make sure to subscribe using the bell so that you get notifications when we release videos twice a week.